Hello, and welcome to today's video on the 3-act story structure. In this video, we'll be breaking down the 3-act structure, using the example of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. So, let's dive in. The first act of the 3-act structure is the setup. This is where you establish the world of your story, introduce your characters, and set up the central conflict that will drive the plot. The setup should engage your audience and make them care about your characters and their journey. It's also important to establish the tone and genre of your story in this first act. Let's look at an example. In the first act of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, we're introduced to the main character, Harry Potter, and his ordinary world. We learn that he's been living with his cruel and neglectful relatives, the Dursleys, and that he's never known his true identity as a wizard. One day, he receives a letter inviting him to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and his life is changed forever. This sets up the central conflict of the story, Harry's struggle to come to terms with his magical abilities and his battle against the Dark Wizard, Voldemort. The second act of the 3-act structure is the confrontation. This is where your characters face obstacles and challenges that prevent them from achieving their goals. The tension should increase throughout this act, leading to a climactic moment that propels the story forward. Back to our example. In the second act, Harry attends Hogwarts and faces a series of challenges and obstacles. He makes friends with Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger, and together they investigate the mystery of the Philosopher's Stone, a powerful object that Voldemort is seeking. Along the way, they face challenges such as the troll in the dungeon, the Forbidden Forest, and a life-sized game of wizard's chess. This builds up tension and leads to a climactic moment, where Harry and his friends face off against Voldemort and his followers, to prevent them from obtaining the Philosopher's Stone. The third and final act of the 3-act structure is the resolution. This is where the conflict is resolved and the story comes to a satisfying conclusion. The resolution should tie up loose ends, answer questions, and leave the audience with a sense of closure. In our Harry Potter example, the third act is when Harry and his friends successfully defeat Voldemort and prevent him from obtaining the Philosopher's Stone. Harry learns that the key to his victory was his ability to love and protect his friends, and he is rewarded for his bravery and selflessness. The story ends with Harry returning to the Dursleys for the summer, but with the promise of more adventures to come at Hogwarts. And that's the 3-act story structure. By breaking your story down into these 3 acts, you can ensure that it has a clear and satisfying arc. Remember to establish the world, introduce conflict, and provide a resolution. By mastering this technique, you'll be well on your way to creating compelling stories that engage and delight your audience. Now that you've learned about the 3-act story structure, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Using the 3-act story structure, can you outline your favorite book or movie? You can use a book like The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins or The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. For more information about the 3-act story structure and a free template, please see the link in the video description below. That's all from us today. See you next time.